Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now if you're new here, we dive deep into everything 3D printing. So if you're into making, modeling, or just geeking out over cool tech, you're in the right place. Today, I've got something I'm looking forward to trying out. The Creality Otter Lite 3D scanner. This little beast has been popping up on forums and maker spaces everywhere, and it's looking to be one of the best 3D scanners in its price point. Let's find out. But before we dive in, I want to thank PCBWay for sponsoring this video.
PCBWay does more than PCBs and assemblies. They also do 3D printing. PCBWay delivers precision, innovation, and reliability every single time. Easily upload your design file to the PCBWay 3D printing portal and choose from a spectrum of exotic filaments for that special project. From PCBs to 3D prints, trust PCBWay.com for unmatched quality and innovation.
Thank you, PCBWay. Give them a click and check out their website. They have a lot of great things going on there. Okay, so let's talk about some of the features of this bad boy.
The Creality Otter Lite 3D scanner features wireless scanning. That means no more cables. Data streams directly to your phone in real time. I like that. Its forward lens stereo vision is designed to scan large and small objects, anything between 20 and 2000 millimeters. There's two sets of dual lenses to provide richer details on your small scans, while the other set provide a short focal length to cover larger areas when you're trying to scan bigger objects. The battery built into the handle provides 3 hours of use before recharging is required. It has an accuracy of 0.50 millimeters, a half a millimeter. Wow, that's pretty good. I like that too. It supports 24-bit full color scanning and scanning speeds up to 30 frames per second. I'm guessing that's going to be depending upon your equipment, like the phone, computer. It can scan black and metal objects without the use of scanning spray. Well, I like the idea of that. Now I got to find something to do with my scanning spray. It's designed with advanced diffractive optical element, meaning it has a higher environmental light technology that allows the Otter Light to perform great, even in sunlight. That's a nice feature to have. No more, we're not limited to just indoor use anymore. Let's open up this hard shell case, take a look at what's inside, get it together, and get scanning.
Okay, so all this came in the case itself, and what we have in that hard shell case is we have some scanning dots. We have our instruction guide and warranty. We have a USB 2 and a USB 3 cable. We have a shoulder strap for the bag itself. We have two Type-C USB connectors. We have a cleaning cloth. We have the magnetic attachment for your phone. This would attach right over here onto the handle, which also has your power, and I believe the bridge is in there as well. We have a calibration board. That's going to come in handy. I'm not sure if I mentioned the test piece, this little owl. That's for we can do some test scans with. And we have the Otter Lite scanner itself. Looking forward to trying this out. Now, one of the things that came with this but did not come with the box, I'm going to move some of this aside, is this nice little turntable so that when you're doing your scans, you don't have to keep moving around too much. You can just give it a turn, and that's all there is to it. So let's go ahead, download the software, get that installed, and we'll put a charge on the scanner and we'll see what it can do.
Okay, so I'm on the Creality Cloud website, and this is where we're going to get Creality Scan 4. What we want to do is come up to Downloads up here on the top. We're going to go to Software. We'll click that. And then we're going to come down to Creality Scan. Click there. And then we're going to come down here, and we're going to take the latest version, which is at the top, which is 4.1.1.10. And that's as of the recording of this. So let's go ahead, click on that. If you want the Mac version, just click on the Mac tab. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save this onto my downloads folder. We'll let it do its thing. Okay, so our download's complete. It took about 3 minutes. I edited that part out rather than have you watch a progress bar. What I'm going to do from here is just click on Open File to start my install. Take English. I accept the agreement because I'm an agreeable person. And we'll just start clicking the next install. And we'll let it do its magic. And that's all there is to it. The install took about maybe a minute and a half at the most. I'm going to go ahead and finish. We'll run it. I'm just going to ignore this one. I have an Otter Lite, which I do not have hooked up at the moment, but and okay, so that's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a test scan. We'll come back to the computer, put it in, and see what it looks like.
Okay, so I have the Otter Lite all set up. I have my phone attached. Everything's charged. I have my little sample piece that came with the Otter Lite, as well as the turntable. So let's go ahead and give this a scan and see how we do. Okay, so I have the Creality Scan app opened up on my phone, and I'll be using that to watch what I'm doing. You can get this. I'm using an iPhone, so I just went to the iTunes store, downloaded the Creality Scan, set it up on the phone, followed their instructions, just like any other app. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit New Scan, and you can see we're set for a general object of a medium size. My feature is going to be based on geometry, not texture or marker, and it's going to be a high quality. So let's go ahead and we're going to press the Start Scanning button, and we get a whole new screen here. And we see over on the left two cameras. One is a standard camera that we see every day. The other is the IR camera for scanning. The big green and the blob in the middle, that is our actual object that I'm scanning. The color bar on the far left, that tells us whether we're in range. Are we too close? Are we too far? Are we right on? Now right here it's saying it's perfect. So if I pull back, you can see where it's giving me a message to move closer. If I go too close, it's going to tell us it's at a distance. So let's go back to about where I was. I liked it better the first time. Moving closer, and here we go. Okay, so I'm going to press the start in the upper right hand corner, and we'll get a countdown. 3, 2, 1, we're scanning. And I'm going to turn the table slowly, not too slow, but we want to be able to get the objects. And you can see we're not getting a whole lot on the back there. The idea is to get this turning green. And we'll just keep going until we do. And of course we're going to have to move the scanner so that we can get the top of the head and some of these other areas. There we go there. Oops, I got too close. And I'm going to move back. It tells me to go closer. There we go. And there we go. Now one of the cool features about this is we can hit the pause. And we can turn, I'm going to remove the phone and set that down. And I'm going to turn the scanner upside down. And I'm going to get my position. It said I was good when I hit that. Now there I am. I'm going to start. We lost tracking for a little bit, but regained it. Now I'm trying to get underneath, down at the base. And we'll just keep turning it. And I think we might have it all. I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit complete scan. And we're going to go ahead and do the point cloud fusion on the scan. I'll hit OK on the phone. And this will take a little bit. Okay, awesome. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do is over here on the left side of my screen, my phone, I'm going to click that little app there, or button, and I'm going to come up to the one on top, which is an erase feature. So all this stuff on the outside, I can erase that right here, and then I'm going to go back to orbit mode, and we can see how we did on the scan. That doesn't look too bad overall. Zoom in. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit complete. I'm going to start the meshing. This will take a while also. Not to take too long. Color mapping, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, and there we have our scanned owl, and it looks pretty good. All right, I'm going to hit done. And there we have it in our list of models. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do since I'm done with the scanners, I'm going to turn it off. There's actually a fan in here, and I can hear the fan running. I know you can't hear it over the microphone, but if you're in a quiet area, you will hear a fan running. It's very low hum. So I'm going to turn that off. And don't get me wrong, it's not annoying or anything like that. I can just hear it, and I don't need to have it on. So let's take our scan, and we're going to send it to the computer wirelessly, and then we're going to send it to one of the printers over here and see how we did. We'll compare the two together.
Okay, so here's one of the features I really like, being able to bring my project right from my phone into the computer. Let's go ahead and do that. Project there. In Creality Scan 4, I'm going to come up to Open, Import from Mobile Device. It's going to ask me to scan the QR code. And that will get the ball rolling for us. It's going to take a few minutes, but not too long. And that's it. Pretty easy way of getting your project right to your computer from your phone. Now, over here on the left, you have different options to look at. Right now, we're looking at the texture. And it looks pretty good, actually. Turn that off. You can go to the mesh. There's that nice big hole in the bottom. You also got your point cloud. Going with the raw. Now, you saw me erasing most of this stuff out. Well, all of it out. But, going back to the mesh. Now, this is pretty cool. You can export it directly as an STL. Or, what I like, got the Creality Print logo right here. You click on that, and it's going to send it right to Creality Print, and we can go ahead and print the model. See how this works. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Rotate this so the face is facing forward. Roughly. After perfect. Nice. Now, one thing you will have to do is, because we have that big hole in the bottom, you can either go into something like Blender, patch that hole up if you want, or for what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to click on the model, and I'm just going to move it down so it's below the build plate. That should do it. Let's go ahead and take a slice. And I'm set on the Creality high right now. So let's slice this. We'll take a look at it. All right. And you can see where it filled in the bottom. Let's take a look. Going down through. You put the infill in for us. Bottom. Good. I think we should print this out and see how it does. What do you think? Let's take a look.
That doesn't look too bad. Compared with the original, I can see a lot of the detail is there. I mean, it's not 100% perfect, but it's better than I thought it would be. I'm pretty happy with what I got. Take a look. I'm really happy with the performance of this scanner, and I'm looking forward to using it a lot more in some of my upcoming projects. Maybe making a few more videos of it in action. Is that something that you would be interested in? Let me know. I hope you found this information useful. If you did, hit that like button and let me know down in the comments. Smash that bell to be alerted to new content in the future. Live your life one layer at a time. And if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe.